Mauricio and I have now been planning for about 9 months to launch the agency. And we get called back to meet with the top execs over at AEG to represent the Ritz-Carlton residences.
These properties had been sitting vacant for quite some time, and Billy and I thought it'd be a great idea to start a new development company together with the agency. And we had no idea what was going to go down.
And we're sitting there in this massive boardroom, and in walks Tim Lewicki with a dolly with phone books basically, and he starts tossing them up into the air, and they're landing on the conference table with a thud.
And then they literally have, ours feathers down, tiny little thing.
He says, "Those phone books, those are your competitors. That was their presentations. The little fluttering pieces of paper, that was yours."
I'm not quite sure why we feel this way, but our gut tells us that we're gonna go with you.
So when do you open?
And Billy and I are like, holy cow, we don't exist.
We look at each other and we say,
Tuesday.
So the agency was formed, and in fairly short order, we closed out 224 residences, aggregating nearly $400 million in sales. We started the agency because the brokerage industry is broken. Different people have different skill sets, and if you can bring together those skill sets, you can give someone everything they need to get to the goal line of a transaction.
When you come to work at the agency, you get research, you get creative, you get marketing. We're not your parents' agency.
The beauty of having new dev and creative both in-house is that we come up with one narrative, one thread, one understanding of demographics and psychographics related to a project.
One of the great byproducts of representing the new development properties is that we're able to take the component pieces of that campaign and now apply them to single-family sales. At the same time, we can take our experience with single-family sales, apply them to that campaign, and I think they've merged together to the point where we now are able to take sort of best practices from both worlds.
It's been this one narrative approach that has been instrumental in the success that we've enjoyed at the Ritz-Carlton, at the Carlisle, at the Hacienda, at Villas Del Mar, at a lot of the properties that we've represented.
Through our PR, through our digital media, our social media, our television, through all of these different facets, we reach 1 billion people a year.
I believe in our mission to revolutionize the way that business is run and the way that this type of business is run.
We're having fun, but we're also representing properties in a most unique way.
We've turned an open house into an event.
Tonight is a big deal to Mauricio and the agency. Tonight is his way of showcasing his properties and inviting everyone to come down and enjoy a good night while maybe selling a condo or two.
So if you will, we put layers of luxury items together in one event. We talk about not only home, but the art that's there. Perhaps there's a furniture designer that we're highlighting.
A lot of our clients came up to us and they said, well, we really like what you've done with the agency. The creative, the website, the logo, where it comes from, where you're going, your voice. Can you do that for us? And my response was like, well, sure, why not? And that's pretty much where the agency creative started.
When people ask me like, what's it like? I tell them like, it's what you think it is, and it sounds so cool. It sounds like such a cool group of people, and it really is. Here, the company we work for is primary and the business that we do is secondary. But like, what about your own business? And what about like your logo? And I'm like, it doesn't exist. What about your website? It doesn't exist.
It's a club. It's truly like a club.
It's not just a boys' club, it's a girls' club too.
We're a pack, and we take care of each other.
Our number one criteria, no assholes. Done. Period. End of story.
Because we put a big focus on collaboration, it makes the buyers and the sellers want to be a part of what we're doing.
My true desire is that, years, decades from now, we'll look back at the agency as the company that really did redefine the way that business is being undertaken today, and that we can leave that as our legacy.